Yeah, hey guys, Romie here. Look, I it took me I had to yeah. I want to preface this by saying that shout out to Adele because if you guys didn't watch the Grammys itself or you were just looking online, what happened was Adele, she won Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and also Album of the Year. And so shout out to Adele for doing that, but shout out to her even more for acknowledging the fact that during the Record of the Year, she of course talked about a lot of things, including her family and the fact that the industry embraced her, but also how much she loved and appreciated Beyonce and was surprised that it's like, oh, okay, I won, but I thought it would have been the Queen, but okay. And then by the time it came to Album of the Year, and that look on Beyonce's face, I felt so bad because I was like, I knew that, not necessarily that you thought that you just had in the bag, but it was like, this is my time, this is my time. And then Adele won, and even Adele had that look of shock, and even though she was happy, it was kind of like a, are you kidding me? Like, did that really just happen? So Adele went up there. Of course, she had everyone who was a part of the album. So that was beautiful to see. And of course, again, she talks about the industry embracing her and how happy she is to be a mom. And I was thinking, oh, she's going to bring up Beyonce. I know, because I kind of see where this is going. And so then she deviates and is like, but I can't accept this award. I can't accept this award because she's like, Beyonce's the queen. She loves her. Remember, Adele is younger than Beyonce. She was actually looking up to Beyonce ever since she was in Destiny's Child. So that was back and with like their, what was it? No, no, no. So that was 1988. I mean 1998, if I'm not mistaken. And so since back then, Adele was 11 at that time. So that should just let you know that this is someone who she's looking at this like this is her idol. This is her musical idol because Adele she does essentially like British soul music, and so even though a lot of people put Beyonce in the category of okay, she was pop pop pop, and then she just no. If you're an actual fan and you know music, you know Beyonce has never been just fully pop. She's always kind of been an R&B ish, but with a popular beat behind it. That's how it's really always been. And so when Formation came out, she pissed a lot of people off because she was actually just blatantly saying, this is what I don't stand for, this is what I do stand for, this is what I think is important, this is what I think needs to be changed. And a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people didn't like that. So then there was that pushback. Then she performed it at the Super Bowl. There was a bigger pushback. And then she put out Lemonade, which talked about a lot of things. Talked about, and it was definitely a pro women album, a pro black woman album. It talked about a lot of injustices. It talked about stereotypes. It talked about a little bit of everything. Misogyny. It talked about a little bit of everything. And again, that pissed even more people off. And so Beyonce did an excellent job of standing up for a lot and getting the pushback that people normally get when they do that. So fast forward to what we're thinking, this album's great, the visuals are great, the songs have meaning, which a lot of people have been saying, on both sides that, okay, we love Beyonce, but we don't necessarily feel like her music has as much meaning because we feel like it's borderline on the just pop and generic side, which I've never seen it that way, but some people have. Fast forward to now. It's Grammy night. Well, now it's Monday. It's like 1 a.m. But it was Grammy night. We're all watching in anticipation live. And the winner is... And I'm like, wait a minute, why is it taking so long? Adele, 25. And we're like... We're like, go! Shout out to Adele. Because the thing was, this is the thing. A lot of people are thinking, okay, so what's the issue? She won 2 awards. First of all, she was nominated for 9, won for 2. That's one thing. Secondly, she didn't win in any of the big categories. Now, she got nominated. She won 2 awards. No, it's not about what you win when you're nominated in a situation like that. It's about the fact that you're nominated and you don't win in the major awards because this is the industry. This is the industry voting. This isn't based on fans. And I don't want people to say, oh, well, for the 7th album, she's just going to have to come back even harder. No. What are you talking about? She talked about as much as she possibly could with this album. And people, and you're telling me that from a industry side, even though it was critically acclaimed, and people were just like, oh, this is what we've been waiting for from her, not just a sing and dance. Now you're saying, oh, well, now she's just gonna have to go and start again, and do even more work, and let the success. Look, if this, out of all the albums that she's put out, if this, with the visual and movement and the songs were actually good, the songs were good, the songs were good, the visuals were great, and the messages, plural, were there. If this didn't win, then what else? Because that's my whole thing. I 100% believe that there's conspiracy behind the fact that people, it's like the public loves Beyonce so much, and people in the industry overall like her, but I don't know if they really respect her. I feel like they respect someone like an Adele more than they do a Beyonce. They outwardly show their affection for Beyonce more, but I feel like that's partially a song and dance. And I think this proved it. I get it. People are going to say it's based on the vote, so maybe some people who possibly could have voted for her chose someone else, and it wasn't Adele either. We understand how votes work. The issue is that Beyonce usually, when it comes to the biggest awards in a show, some like for the Grammys, for example, she normally doesn't win those. And the thing is, it's like, okay, if we're talking about, okay, the song was just too popular, it's just big, but where's the message and all that? All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, the impact. Like, okay, all right. Or if it's like, oh, but the album as a whole, like maybe the song was big, but maybe the album was all right. But we had Formation, which again, a lot of messages and a lot of pushback because of it. We have Lemonade, messages, visuals all over the place in a positive way, as well as the music to be the soundtrack to it, because that's what it really was. And you're telling me that this is what you've been telling her that you wanted, and this is when you're going to show her the respect and say, we got you because you got us. But you don't. You don't have her. You don't have her. You showed it. You showed it tonight. And again, it's not about, oh, well, you're just mad. People are just mad because she didn't win this or that, even though she won other stuff. The issue is, yes, she didn't win. I don't care if she only left with one award, but she's never won Album of the Year. And granted, maybe some of the albums that she was originally, nominated for, when you compare it to the competition, didn't deserve it. But Lemonade, the impact, the music, the messages, the visuals, all encompassing to make the album. And you're telling me that it was better, that it wasn't better, or at least as good as 25, or better, or at least as good as Purpose, or better, or as good as the other album that was in the category. Like, I would have felt the same way if it was Justin Bieber who won it, or the other guy who won it. And the whole thing was, now I'm glad that Anti wasn't nominated, because I'm gonna talk about that in a separate video. The fact that Rihanna didn't even win any of the 8 nominations. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Is this the pushback? I felt the same way about this, that when it was an election night, when it was Super Bowl, where it's like, something doesn't feel right, and I'm not excited. I'm not excited for a reason, because I know in my spirit that something's off. And we get it. Like, those other things, those were different. Well, not the election, but Super Bowl, that's a different story. But this is no, you can't tell me. And she showed you that she can give you a performance and give you the visual. She started this back in 2011, where she really focused on the visual aspect and not just hearing the songs. And you truly, this is how her career has always been, but you truly focus on all of it. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to sing and dance to a nice, cute two-step. Anyone can do that. Let's be real. With enough training and practice, anyone can do a nice little two-step, having a little nice pop song. But, yeah. Because she performed. It was great. At first, I didn't even realize that if it was recording or not. That's how good it was. So that's my issue. Like, what does Beyonce have to do to win Album of the Year, which is the biggest award of the night? When Lemonade, in everyone's opinion, most people's opinion, was her greatest chance of doing so. And again, that's why I say shout out to Adele, because even Adele's just like, her friends, her white friends, her black friends, everyone got something out of this album, and it touched them, and a lot of the conversation and dialogue started because of it. I don't know. I don't want to hear, oh, you just go back and try again. No. They don't respect her. See, they like her. They like Beyonce, but they don't really respect her. They don't really hold her in a certain regard. And because they don't, they're not enough people are going to go and vote to say, here, based on the body of work that you've done, I feel like X, Y, Z. No, they're going to say, oh, I really like that song, but I didn't really like every single song. So because of that, no, it's not Album of the Year. It's not like I really like every single song of the other ones as well. But it's Beyonce, so if I'm taking this seriously, that one, no, I didn't like it, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, it played around with different sounds, and that was cool and all, but it's just when you're even saying it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And trust me, if there's any really ignorant comments, I'm deleting them. Not because I have a problem with them, which even though I do or would, I want to make sure that my comment section doesn't get too crazy. So if it's anything crazy and ridiculous, I'm going to have to. And Beyonce even she had she had Blue Ivy there. It looked like Tata's daughter was there. I believe that's who she was. Blue Ivy's playing her. I was like, oh, that was so cute. And Blue Ivy standing for her mom when she won, what was it? Urban Album of the Year or something like that. Jay-Z was there. I mean, everyone was there in attention. Julius, of course, was there. Can we again another shout out to Beyonce's performance? Love Drought and what was it? Yeah, it was. I think it was Love Drought and Castles. I mean, and she looked like she was like, okay, Mother Mary, I need some inspiration. I need to look like a goddess. I need to kill it. I need to show them that I can give a performance and captivate them even without moving around. I need to show them that, yes, I'm really pregnant and I'm really carrying these children, so that there's no, oh, is she really pregnant? Is she not? People. So, yeah, Beyonce. Movie, because I don't want any type of bullying or hate speech or anything like that. Just let me know your thoughts. Even if I don't agree with them, don't get crazy with it.